So fam, it's your girl Sarah back with a really quick video. Wanted to do something a little different today. Wanted to talk about how I make my artwork for my beat tape conversation. Looks like this. If you want this hoodie or a t-shirt, check out noquantas.com for this hoodie or multiple t-shirts and hats, all the beat making gear. But yeah, I wanted to make this really simple because it was pretty simple when I made this art beat tape cover. So basically I just used my iPad Pro, Apple Pencil, the app Procreate. So I use most of these things for 90% of kind of everything that you guys see on my website as far as just creating artwork and design, which is really dope because you don't have to spend a lot of money to create art. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad. When I purchased this stuff, it kind of just changed everything for me. So like I said, I downloaded the Procreate app. I took a lot of old pictures from when I was young and they look like this. Who that? Who that? Who that right now? Picture of my grandma. That's my grandma when she was like 16 or something like that. Good old Riley. Oak City, baby. The picture of the moon. And originally, I didn't really know this was gonna be my beat tape cover. I was just messing around with Procreate, messing around with a bunch of pictures, and just making a collage out of it. I first had an idea, but it didn't really come out the way I wanted, and then I kept working on it. So I'm gonna actually show a time lapse from the very beginning of everything I created with my Apple Pencil and my iPad Pro on Procreate with the pictures. So all I did was took the pictures, I uploaded onto Procreate. I basically erased everything around the pictures, around me, around my grandma, around my mom. I just kind of just outlined what I wanted to have in the collage. You know, just like you would do when you were younger, you had a magazine, you would cut out the images and put it on another board. And I really like this particular artwork because it kind of reminds me of my beats, because you sample music and you take different types of samples and then you make it into a different collage or a different artwork, which is really dope. So it's just kind of an expression of what kind of music I make and what kind of art I actually really like. So let's go to the time lapse. This is what it looked like at the beginning, and then you'll see how it slowly transitions into the actual beat tape. So let's get into it. Alright, so basically for an example of how I created the beat tape, I found this picture online. Is a very old stock public domain space picture that I found online. I really liked it and I wanted to figure out how I can implement the planets into some of my pictures. I actually decided to erase a lot of this part out here. Took the eraser and, you know, you know, obviously I don't want that, but but that's an example. Yeah. I don't know how to explain that. But yeah, this is how I did my beat tape. I would just erase what I didn't want and then I would add to the background. I knew right here in this empty space here, I wanted to have like a lake. So I took this picture here, which is an actual picture of a lake from Lake Johnson in Raleigh. And it's a lake, so you see kind of like the motion of the lake, and I put that in the background kind of to fill up the space of the actual space picture. So yeah, basically, so once I finished collaging all my pictures onto Procreate on my iPad Pro, I would export the final picture or the format as a Photoshop document and upload it into Photoshop. So on Photoshop, all I really did was add my name, Sarah the Illstrumentalist, in the middle, conversations at the bottom, translation in Japanese, and I also added a really cool effect. So you know how you, if you buy a record now, some records have that, I'll show you. Some records that you buy now, they have this effect to it. Like So if you notice, I also have like this faded out record look or style to the beat tape. So I took this picture and I went to Photoshop, and all I did was hit the blend button, and I just blended it together and make the occupancy whatever really low so you can barely see it. So that's pretty much it. That's how I created my beat tape cover. I highly suggest, if you are an artist and you're making beats, like, don't hesitate to be creative and make your own artwork. It's so fun. Had the best time creating the beat tape. Also had the best time creating the artwork. Also, it's great to see it on a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. So I highly encourage everyone to just be creative. Also, check out my website. So if you can see all my other artwork, I made most of my artwork using my iPad Pro. Don't have to purchase a whole bunch of expensive equipment. You just have to be creative, have some fun. This is Beat of the Week. Bye.
Yeah.